Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is coming at you with another Teen Wolf video. What this video is going to be doing, I'm going to be talking about spoilers, confirmations, things that are going to be happening with Season 6 of Teen Wolf. I'm going to let you know what things are confirmed that we're going to be seeing, what's going to be happening, the story, a lot of good stuff. So we're just going to jump right in and just going to start going down the list. So a lot of big things have been going on about whether or not certain cast members are coming back, which ones, if they are, if they're not, who's going to be in Teen Wolf in Season 6. Well, I have a list of people who are in fact confirmed to be back. So I'm going to start going down that list. So first and foremost, we're going to see Tyler Posey back, Dylan O'Brien, Shelley Hennick, Holland Roden, Ryan Cowley, Dylan Sperryberry, Victoria Morales, Lyndon Ashby, Melissa Ponzio, Michael Johnston, and my personal favorite, J.R. Bourne. So that is confirmed, okay? What another thing is confirmed is that we're going to be getting 4 new characters that are going to be in the show, whether or not they're going to be part of the main cast. If they're going to be just recurring roles, I'm not sure how they're going to work them in, but for a fact I know that there's going to be 4. Whether or not they're going to have a big role, I can't say that because I don't know. The only thing I do know is one of them is going to be a new teacher, I believe, is what they said, is going to be a new teacher. Aside from that, that's all I know about that there's going to be 4 new cast members. Who's not coming back? That is a big old thing that blew up. So it pains me to say that Arden Cho will not be representing her role as Kira in Season 6 of Teen Wolf. The reason for that I'm not really entirely sure of, but Arden herself let us all know what was going on, that she wasn't going to be back. She let us know on her YouTube video. I'll put a link to that video in the description bar below, so go ahead and check that out. So I was really sad to hear that because Kira's like one of my favorite characters, second favorite female character, so I was really upset to hear that Kira won't be back, and that leaves a lot of questions open whether or not Scott is still going to be with her, but it's a long distance relationship, or if they're just going to end that completely. I'm not sure. So there's been a lot of issues and a lot of like speculation about Dylan O'Brien and him being in Season 6. For those of you who do not know, Dylan O'Brien was injured on the set of his forthcoming movie for the Maze Runner series, which they halted production for a while for the Maze Runner, and this was during the time that Teen Wolf was being filmed. So it was a big question whether or not Dylan O'Brien would be back. There was speculations and rumors that a character was getting killed off the show. They were saying that he was going to be replaced by this person and that person. It was a big mess. But Jeff Davis himself has confirmed that Dylan O'Brien will be back representing his role as Stiles Stilinski, so we have no worry for that. Stiles will be back. I'm not sure, but I believe that Jeff said something along the lines that Dylan O'Brien will be doing all of the scenes that he was like intended to do. Only thing is, if it's like stunt scenes and things like that, he'll probably have a stunt double, which would make sense. I mean, if he's still going through with this, he's such a champ, but we don't want him hurt more than what he needs to be. I mean, at all. So let's put that to rest. Dylan O'Brien is back as Stiles. Whew. Let's just keep going. Alright, so what is Season 6 gonna be about? So we left off Season 5. We had that big old debacle with the Dread Doctors and the Beast of Jevudan, and like it was like a big old mess of like supernatural like evil coming at the Scott and his pack. What is confirmed about Season 6, according to Jeff Davis, it will be, quote, a ghost story, end quote. So I'm not sure exactly how they're gonna get their way into that, what we're gonna be seeing. I don't know. I'm intrigued though. What I can say is that we're told that season 6 is going to be 6 months after where we left off with the Beast of Jevudan. So there's going to be a lot of things, I'm assuming, that has happened in between that time. Whether or not they're going to go back and forth and fill us in with that whole like gap, I'm not sure. But I really want to hope to see that we're going to see a little bit more of what happened and how they got from point A to point B. Another thing that Jeff Davis says, quote, one of the things that we're really trying to do with season 6 is show the strength of friendship and test that again. We're taking it back to the story of Scott and Styles' friendship and how meaningful that is, end quote. So that's all was promising. I mean, in its core essence, I believe Teen Wolf is about Styles and Scott's relationship. I mean, from the first episode, that's what it started at, and I really hope that they continue forward with that. Whether or not this is the last season, I've heard rumors that this will be the last season. I'm not sure. Who's to say? I mean, if they keep getting renewed, obviously different things are going to be happening to the characters, and this is probably their last semester or whatever part of their senior year of school. So I don't know how farther they're going to keep Teen Wolf if the main cast is no longer teens. I heard that they're going to be transitioning between Scott and Styles to Liam and Mason, somewhat like what they did with Derek and Peter, where they had the one and then the other, and then they passed that on to Scott and he was the alpha, and then maybe they'll pass it on to Liam. I'm not sure. I really love the show for the whole cast that it is right now, namely for Tyler Posey as Scott, and I really buy into that story. And if they decide that maybe it's not what they're looking for, that they're gonna go off in a different direction, I don't know. I'll see if I keep up with it. If they do, I have yet to see. I mean, I invested this much, I might as well keep with it, right? So what else is confirmed? It was the Nazi werewolf that came out of the Dread Doctor's lab at the end of season 5B. So when it leads off, we see feet print and we don't know whose it is. Well, it's confirmed that it is the Nazi werewolf, that they shone a little light onto what that was in season 5B. You guys could go back, look at those episodes, see what it was, get a little more like pumped up for this new season. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure exactly what it's about or like who the Nazi werewolf is completely, so that's something we're gonna explore, I hope. Okay, so another thing that's been really hyped up for this new season of Teen Wolf is the relationship between Lydia and Styles. So Jeff Davis has been hinting towards that relationship. I'm not sure whether this is just to throw fans off or if it's if that's really going to be the focal point. But if that is the case and Styles and Lydia move their relationship forward in a romantic way, there's a lot of questions and a lot of things are going to need to be answered. So, quote from Jeff Davis on the relationship between Styles and Lydia, he says, quote, "They're not only lingering feelings, they become a focal point of the next season. Something big happens in the very first episode of season 6 between Styles and Lydia, which you'll have to tune in to see," end quote. So, if they're not only lingering feelings, then maybe they're going to bump up their relationship. But where does that leave Malia? So it says that in the very first episode of season 6, we're going to see an example of Malia's newfound power and strength. If we recall the end of season 5B, I believe she took all the power away from Corinne, who's her mom, the Desert Wolf, by using those talons that she got, that Styles took to her. I believe she drew the power out for her, and now she has the power. So I'm not sure, but I believe that's what I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So now she has this newfound strength and power, and we're gonna probably see how that's made her grow as a character. We'll see what goes on with that. But again, in the end of season 5B, I'm like a big fan of Styles and Malia, so like I read into all the signs that they're gonna like rekindle their relationship, because I mean there were so many things happening that Styles and Malia were like alluding to the fact that they still cared so much about each other. I mean, for crying out loud, Styles almost got killed to go save Malia. He was willing to like basically go into a den of lions with her and her mom fighting, and what's her name, Brayden, and he was willing to go into all that in order to save Malia. And so to me, I don't know like where they're gonna like lead that, because I still read into the fact that they were still gonna be together, and there was like talk with Jeff Davis before that Styles and Malia is a story that he wants to continue going forth with. So I don't know, maybe they switched it up. I don't know what's going to happen with that. So that's one side of it. But with Lydia, like, we got a question, what's going to become of her relationship with Parrish? Is he still going to be with her? Is she going to be with him? Or are they just going to leave it as is? I mean, there's a lot to question about him as well. And according to Jeff Davis, and quote, Parrish is back in the world of being a deputy, and he'll have to come to terms with what that means to be both supernatural and human. Quote. So, I mean, we last half season we're left off to believe that Lydia and Parrish are going to be together, because he like is able to find himself despite being the hellhound, so that he could be with, so, like Lydia was like his anchor, his strength, and he was able to get through a lot of what he was going through because of Lydia. So my question now becomes, are they just going to drop the story arcs that they were building in season 5B and just let it fall, and after these 6 months that they're moved forward in like their life or whatever, are they going to just like jump into a new like idea or a new story that Styles and Lydia are together, or what's going to happen with that? I mean, there's a lot going on that we need to like figure out, that they're going to have to try address to us, because if they're going to jump 6 months ahead, that's a pretty far leap and a lot of story that we'd probably need to like catch up on, even though they have done something similar to this with the past seasons. I think it was like season 1 to 2 or 2 to 3, I don't remember, but they jumped forward in time, and it was like summer break and they flew past it or whatever. So we have yet to see what's going to be happening between the Styles, Lydia, Malia triangle, or square, I guess we could put Parrish in there. So we'll see what happens with that. So another story that I want to continue with seeing and diving into a little more is the story between Liam and Hayden. Where we last left off, Hayden is now a legitimate supernatural creature. I don't know whether or not she's a chimera or not. I don't know. They didn't specify what she is now. So that being said, I want to see what her newfound strength and power is, if she's different. If her and Liam are still together. I mean, she basically joined Scott's pack in the last episode, so I want to see where they're going to lead with that. Also, we got to see how Mason dealt with the aftermath of having his body hosted by the Beast of Jevudon, and what's going to become of like his and Corey's relationship, like if Mason was able to move on from that, if he's still having lingering feelings about what he'd done while he was the Beast. I mean, because a lot of people were getting killed and there was just like a big old mess, but it was because the Beast was inside Mason, and technically it was Mason's body who was carrying these horrible acts out. So I wonder if he's going to be having like feelings of regret or remorse or anything from that. Aside from that, I mean, like, I still want to know, like, what happened with Kara, why she's not coming back in the show. Are they going to replace her with, like, a new love interest for Scott? Maybe, I don't know. So we're gonna have to, like Jeff Davis says, tune in to see. There's a lot that's gonna be going on, a lot that's happening right now, speculation. There's a lot of confirmed things that are gonna be happening that's gonna be new. So I don't know, I want them to keep still to the core essence of the show, but at the same time I feel like maybe too much new things are just gonna take it too far out, that it's just not gonna be like as good as the past seasons. I'm not sure. Like I'm skeptical, but at the same time I'm intrigued. I don't know. I'm really excited to see season 6. I want to see where they're gonna take the main story arc. Personally, for me, I don't really want to see Tyler Posey or Dylan O'Brien leave Teen Wolf. I don't want to like transition it off to the latter characters and see how things go with Mason and Liam and their characters. I think that's just gonna like take it away from what this show started with Scott and Styles. So I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' comments, your guys' thoughts on any of these topics. That'll probably do it for this video. When Teen Wolf comes back, I hope to do my weekly videos like I had done before for the season 5B. You guys really seem to have really liked it. I got a lot of positive responses and a lot of positive encouragement for it, so I hope to continue doing videos like this. I hope to keep doing the Teen Wolf videos, letting you know how things are going and what's happening in the world of Beacon Hills, this fictitious world that we so dearly love. So if you guys have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I will be leaving a link to Arden's video of her saying that she was leaving Teen Wolf. I will leave some links to articles that I read that has like the articles about Jeff Davis and what's going to be happening with the new season, where I got a lot of my information from. So I'll leave that all in the description bar below, and I hope to see you when the show starts up again, and we'll keep doing these videos, and I hope you liked it. Bye.